Hello all and welcome to another Captain Entertainment video. It's Art here with the book review for The Nightfire by Michael Connelly. Harry Bosch number 26 and Renee Ballard number 3. This book is the quintessential culmination currently of the Harry Bosch universe. You see all three of his major characters: Mickey Howard, the Lincoln lawyer. You see Harry Bosch, former LAPD detective, and you see Renee Ballard, LAPD late show detective. That means she works the night shift, for those that don't understand that term. It is a very well thought out book. It is a very much living and breathing world book. It very much is in the Connelly universe. He kind of Marvel Studios his characters, or does DC better than DC. If you can hear the rain, I apologize, but I cannot help that. Like I said, the weather in this area has been crappy for the last 2 weeks. It's not been all that good. That being said, getting back to the book, The Nightfire is very well written. It's very much paced as a thriller should be, and a mystery crime thriller should be. But that being said, I felt as though it purposely didn't tie up every loose end that he left in there, and I feel like he was trying to have his cake and eat it too, putting too much in one book. And it's very hard for me to say that it's even possible to put too much in one book. But when you don't answer a lot of questions that you bring a character into the story for, then to me you have a major thread. Now, a major loose end is a loose thread. Now, you might say that he's probably going to tie it up in the next book, and it helps lead into the next book, and you might be right. But Michael Connelly himself has said in many interviews that he wants to give Bosch a break for a while after The Nightfire, and concentrate on Renee Ballard and kind of build up her backstory, which is fine. She doesn't really need a mentor at this point. We need to find out more about her. We need to live in her version of LA. We need to see more of the Late Show, and because if she's not a strong enough character to carry another book on her own, she carried the Late Show on her own. But if she's not a strong enough character to carry another book on her own, then she doesn't need to be here, plain and simple. Like, she needs to become an ancillary character and not a plot-driving main character. And I want to see where he wants to go with her and what exactly he does with her. So, with that being said, the loose end thread is a Bosch loose end thread. No spoilers here, but it is a Bosch loose end thread. And there are many times during The Nightfire that it was very hard for me to keep up with the ongoing A, B, C, and D stories. So that was very difficult in its own right. And it was it made the story feel cumbersome. That being said, I loved seeing all the characters. I just wish the story was more succinct. I did like that we saw Maddie again. I did like that LA itself feels like a character in Connelly's world, because he really and truly gets LA, having lived there for as long as he did. I believe he now lives in Florida. It's a great read. I enjoyed it. I devoured it the second after it came out. Like, it's an amazing read. It needed to be devoured. It needed to be enjoyed. And I enjoyed it. On a personal level, it was a very much enjoyment. Here's my problem with scoring it. Because on a personal level, I scored a 5-star book because of, and I read it, own it, love it, because of, it had all the characters. It had everything that I want in a Michael Connelly book. However, I can't score that high for somebody who's new to the series, because I feel like The Nightfire is the first Michael Connelly book that feels as though it's a barrier to the barrier of entry is too high. You have to have a lot of backstory. You've had to read The Late Show and The Wrong Side of Goodbye and The Dark Side of the Moon, are the which were the last Bosch and Ballard novels. You've had to have at least some tangential knowledge of Mickey Haller, the Lincoln Lawyer. So, because to fully grasp the story and fully understand the story and fully get the story, you have to have all of that. To me, for a regular Joe off the street just reading this book, first of all, I would tell you not to read it. I would tell you to go and get the backstory, because it's totally worth your time and investment. Michael Connelly is one of my favorite writers of all time. He just gets how to write crime fiction. But if you're going to read it as a one-off, then I have to give it like probably a 3.5 or a 4 on the GoodReads scale. And for somebody who isn't me, it's a pass it. For somebody who is me and wants to get to the Michael Connelly verse and read Mickey Haller books and read the Bosch books and read the Renee Ballard books, then it's a total read it, own it, love it, enjoy the hell out of it, because it's amazing. Personally, for me, it's a 5-star read. But if I gotta score it for somebody else who isn't a Bosch fan, it's a 4-star read, because it's a bit confusing. I think there is enough there that you will enjoy it, but it's still a bit confusing and a bit much for a first-time reader. I think having the catalog behind you and having all the reading that you can behind you with it makes it, to me, worthwhile. If you have read The Nightfire, if you devoured it as quickly as I did, or were lucky enough to get an ARC or a Galley copy, leave in the comment down below what your thoughts were. If you're intending on picking this up, I recommend the Black Echo. Start with the Bosch books, then read the Mickey Haller books, and then read the Renee Ballard books, and then you can go to these last 3 connecting stories. That is what I recommend for you. If you're new to this, they're totally worth your time. They're some of the best crime thriller fiction you'll find out there. Michael Connelly is a true artist and a true master classman in his class. He writes true masterpieces in the genre. That's why the Bosch Amazon series is doing so well, because they're based on the books, and the books are so well done, and so everything is so well done and so awesome that you won't even you'll want more, and you'll feel like you know Bosch and Ballard and Haller and Maddie and every other tangential, even the secondary characters that appear in multiple books, you get to know and you get to enjoy, and it gets to be fun. So that's all I can say about that. Like I said, if you've read the book or if you've read the series, leave in the comment down below your thoughts on whether you're going to pick this one up. I know this is aside from what I had said previously to the CRU. It will be in this week's CRU that this book is coming up for review. But without further ado, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, keep on reading, everybody. Hold fast, happy reading, and peace.